Hey guys, and welcome to another speed build. So first of all, I really want to apologize for my absence. I haven't been posting videos for a while, and I'm very sorry, but there were a lot of things that suddenly happened. I had a lot of guests coming over, and when I speak for my videos, I need it to be fully quiet. It's kind of hard when there are like 3 people sitting in the living room to just ask them to be quiet. So I haven't been making any videos while they're here, and then university became a little bit stressful as well, so I had a little break. And then on top of that, I've just been sick with food poisoning, so I've had a lot of things going on, so that's why I haven't been posting. But I did have this video which I made quite a while ago, and I made it, of course, when Cats and Dogs came out. I could not stop myself from building a beach house because I don't know if you guys know, but the main theme of the furniture and stuff from Cats and Dogs is like a beach house coastal theme. So I really wanted to make a build like that. And of course I wanted it to be a family home but with pets as well. So that is what I was doing here. And I am working a lot on the exterior of the house because I really wanted it to look like a beach house from the outside. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'm playing around with, especially the roofs, but I will end up settling on something. But yeah, there were so many things. Also, the new update came out, so you could actually make these octagon roofs and these round roofs and stuff. So of course I wanted to make a tower kind of thing on the house as well. And then yeah, I ended up playing around a lot with the exterior of the house. A little bit too much, but again, so many new things to play around with. So I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, so this house will be for a family with 1 child, and then I think I made for 1 or 2 dogs. It would fit. It could also be for cats, but I don't have any cat toys, so it is mainly for a dog family. And I imagined that they had like a private beach kind of thing. I mean, this lot I chose, it is down by the water, but in like some places you can actually get a piece of land where there's a piece of beach attached to it. So that's what I imagined. That's why they don't have that big a yard, because I imagined that they could simply walk down to like this beach area, so they didn't need that much of a closed off yard. They could just go down there. So that is why I have that. Even though they do have dogs, I imagine they could just go down to the beach and play around. So yeah, it's a coastal theme throughout the build, except for the kids' bedroom, which will be kids themed. So not quite sure what more to say with the exterior because I'm spending a lot of time on it. I might just make it go a little bit faster because I don't think I have so much more to say. I mean, there were a lot of new windows with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, so I was playing around with those as well. And that's the thing, when something new comes out, you want to try everything, you want to see how everything looks, and there might be something you totally fall in love with. So I didn't want to abandon any of the new items. I wanted to try everything to see if there was something I had missed in the first round that I could then use later on. But yeah, I added, of course, one of these new doggy doors. I thought they are so cute, and I'm so happy that they have them because, I mean, it makes sense you have them in real life as well, but it's also just for gameplay. It's so much nicer to play when your dog can just go out into the garden and just do their business instead of your sim having to wake up. So but yeah, they look really cute as well. So I couldn't help myself but I had to add one of those as well. And for the lighting, I was struggling a lot because I really wanted there to be string lights out front. I don't know why, but that gave me a beach vibe. And I started off by putting these the normal flower wall hanging string lights kind of. But they kind of caused me a problem when it came to this curved side. So I tried looking at the new string lights from the update for the holidays, and they were not emitting any light, so I couldn't use those. And since we have now been able to scale down things, I thought about maybe using these ones that you can now scale down, because if they're scaled down, you can sometimes I could somehow maneuver them around so they didn't look like they were on a stick. So I think I ended up going with those. Yeah, I played around with those a lot because now with the scale down option, it is like we have twice the amount of objects because things can just be like, yeah, there's so many options now. Like a plant doesn't necessarily have to be something outside. It can be inside as well if you scale it down and put it in a pot. And I was just overwhelmed. So many things, so many ideas I've had in the past as well with things I wish I would be able to scale down. And then now I have the option. Also just with trees, like with shrubbery and stuff, you can scale it up and down and make it a lot more realistic. So, yeah, love that. So happy they implemented that. And of course, because I was focusing on the beach vibe and the cats and dogs expansion pack, I had to use those new plants. I'm not sure if they're like cacti or something, but the ones from cats and dogs, they have a lot of color options and they look really nice. I don't know, they look really like cozy and comfy and beachy somehow. Moving inside, finally, I decided that downstairs there should be a kitchen area, of course, living room, and then I wanted there to be like a little study library kind of place. And with that said, I of course also remembered that there was that new bay window seating bench couch thing they also added in cats and dogs. And of course I hadn't made a bay window in this build, so I had to make that. I felt like I kind of had to have one of those seatings because they looked they just look so nice. I don't know, it looks comfy, it looks so cozy. Like I could imagine just sitting there in the window, you know? I don't know. I really wanted to add that. So I will play around with the exterior a little bit because, of course, I wanted to have one of those. And I'm just making the hall, and I wanted there to be quite a big hall because if they do have dogs, I wanted to have like a little area where, in case they're muddy, they can kind of dry off their feet and they can hang up their leash and they can take off their coats and everything. So the hall is a little bit bigger than I normally would do, but again, why not when you have a lot of things to put in the hall now, because I had a lot of dog things to put in the hall. So this is where I noticed that my bay window was a little bit too big, so I added one here so I could have my bay window couch thing. And I think from the outside it didn't look too weird, so I mean, normally if I have to change too much, I will just not do it, but I felt like this was kind of okay. It could work. So this is where I'm making my little library kind of office space thing, and I thought it would be nice that it was downstairs because if you're like in a family home, it's kind of nice if someone's in the kitchen and someone's sitting at their desk. It's not necessarily upstairs and like far away from everyone. And also in case, yeah, it's like someone sitting writing something or reading something, their dog can like lay down close to them and still be close to the doggy door in case they need to go outside. So yeah. It's so cute. I don't know. I just love this bay window seating. I'm going to use them so much in the future. And also these rugs. I don't know why. Normally they're not at all my color or like my style, but they just seem so cozy. Like they really, like Sims really, I don't know, they really did a great job with these rugs because they totally look like something that you would have when you have a pet. That sounds really weird, but I just felt like they fit in so well, even though they weren't like a light blue color, but yeah, they were perfect to me. To me, in this pack, I think this is like the expansion pack where there are the most items I can actually use and I will use. So yeah, above the doggy door I put a little toilet sign just for jokes, you know, in case the family is kind of whimsical about that kind of stuff. I put a little toilet sign so the dogs know where they can go to the bathroom. And but yeah, I don't know, here in The Sims for cats and dogs, I really feel like there are a lot of items that I will be using in the future, because normally in some of the packs I will find maybe 5 or 6 items that I will repeatedly use afterwards, but in this pack I feel like there's so many things that I will be using in the future as well. Not because, well, many of them are coastal, but some of them are just so well made and like they're just so nice, and things we've been missing, or I've been missing a lot in The Sims, they've implemented along with the cats and dogs expansion pack. And yeah, I'm super happy, I'm super excited, and I got so inspired while building this, which is also why I'm so bummed out. I've been sick and stuff because I've been wanting to build so bad. I have so many ideas, so many things I want to try now with all these things, especially with the scale down option. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the lights above the counters, they are actually like huge ceiling lights that I scaled down, and they are like, they look so good above the counters like that. And that's another thing, because they have a lot of lamps. Like, there are a lot of lamps in The Sims 4, but a lot of them are like huge. We got so many with the open for business, or like equivalent to the dine out. where we got these huge ceiling pendant lights, which would be perfect if you had like a huge restaurant or hotel or something. But for a normal player who just wants to build a little house, it's a little bit too big. So it's nice we can scale it down. And yeah, I'm so excited just now looking back at the footage and just looking at the things that I can see all the items. Oh, so excited to start building again. And because it is for cats and dogs, I kind of wanted to keep it a main theme with the pets. So that is why there are treats in the kitchen. There's like the bags of dog food on the floor. Just kind of a main theme throughout the house, just to not forget that it is for a pet family and they really like their pet. I mean, they focus a lot around their pet. And also a new couch. Thank you so much, EA, a new couch with pillows on it. That's the thing I miss the most about using CC, because I have talked about it before. I used CC in the past, and the thing I loved about it is you could actually put cushions and pillows and stuff on the couches, so they just look more homely, because a lot of the Sims 4 couches is just a couch, and who has a couch without having like a pillow or like a blanket or something on it? And that's why I'm so happy that they now have added a couch that has pillows on it already. So yeah, super excited about that as well. So excited about everything. Really, I really feel like this is one of the expansion packs where you really get your money's worth, because not only is there like all the features by the game with of course with the cats and dogs and animals and stuff, but just the amount of items you get with the game is like amazing. Even without like the feature of cats and dogs, just the amount of items in itself is mind-blowing to me. I'm very happy about the amount of things. It's compared to some of the other expansion packs they've put out, I feel like if they've kind of lacked a little bit on the building experience, but I really feel like they've included the builders in this expansion pack. There's so many items. So yeah, so stoked about that. But yeah, moving on, I made the master bedroom here. It's not too big, and again, it's a family home, but it's a coastal home, and I thought that either it would not be a full-time home, or if it was, like, these people like being outdoors, they don't necessarily want to be inside all the time, and if they do, I feel like they're downstairs in the common room, like the family room, and therefore I felt like it was okay that the bedrooms weren't that big in this build, mainly because they do have so much space downstairs and of course outside. So yeah, in this nook, I decided to make it just a little area for the dog, or the dogs in general, because that is where the entrance to the balcony is, and also I just thought it would be nice to have a little place outside the bathroom, because I don't know about you guys, but personally, when I lived at home with my dog, she would sometimes lay outside the bathroom door and wait for me if I was in the shower or something, and I kind of wanted to add a little bed there just in case your dog or your cat or whatever really likes following you around and they can kind of wait for you outside. So I thought that was a really cute idea, just to have a little bed in case they want to wait for you outside. So and now we're in the kids' bedroom. Of course, I had to go full on like animal lover for this kid's bedroom. I went for a girl's bedroom, but I mean, it could be whatever. In my head, it was a little girl who had always wanted a dog, and then she got one for like Christmas, like one of those like movie moments where it had like a big red bow on it, and then ever since she's just been like so excited and so happy because she's had a dog. She's gotten a dog, you know? Yeah, so a lot of fantasy, but yeah, so there's not really much more for this build. I think I'm going to be adding in the bathroom, the master bathroom, the family bathroom, but that's pretty much it. And yeah, I don't think there's that much more. But oh my god, so much fun to build when there's so many new items. Like, yeah, it's really fun. Like, now looking at the footage here, there's only one thing I can say with the whole scaled down thing I talked about. The only thing that's kind of sad about the whole scale down feature is that if you scale down an object, it will still have the same mass as if it was the full-size object. So if you scale down a lamp and you put it on a table, it would kind of be floating above the table a little bit. So I noticed that, which kind of bummed me out a little bit. But I mean, if it's small items and if it's high up, you're probably not going to notice it, but that's just a little thing a little sad side note to the whole downscaling process. But yes, moving on. Halfway through the process, I noticed you could get an aquarium, which I kind of wish I had seen before because I would love to have given them an aquarium, but I didn't really have room for it now, so maybe next time my next coastal home will have one. But yeah, for the family bathroom, it will just be a big, open, kind of old vibe-ish bathroom kind of thing. I don't know, for me, coastal homes always have like a kind of vintage vibe, like with the big bathtubs and like these rugs and stuff. I'm not sure if it's just me, but that's why I kind of wanted to continue with that vibe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just adding in the small details, a little seating section for the outdoor patio and things like that. Just adding some last stones and some last shrubbery and plantation and whatnot. Vegetation, not plantation. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything you want to see, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it and want to watch more, then don't forget to subscribe. And it's up for download in the gallery. Just use my hashtag or search for my name on Origin, which is SleepEatBuild. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So bye!